Where are my muddy turkeys? Looking handsome. Your tail feathers are all wet. Hi, Bronson. Oh, look at you shine. Ooh, sissy boy. Hello, Tom-Toms. Come on, Tom-Toms. Ooh, look at you, looking beautiful. Ooh, sissy boy. Look at them handsome boys. Miss Matilda. Nope, Wanda. White on her back. Miss Wanda. You all puffed up. It's a little chilly this morning. You're looking beautiful, girl. You're looking beautiful. Are you a pretty girl? You are. You're a beautiful girl. You got a lot of boyfriends. Bronson's like, hey, baby, what's up? Where are the other girls? They've snuck off. I think my female turkeys are flying over this fence back there and laying in the pasture. I haven't been getting turkey eggs. Oh, there's Doris. Hey, Doris. You're looking very pretty, young lady. You're looking beautiful this morning. Hello. Hello, are you coming to say happy birthday? Are you coming to say happy birthday? Where's Matilda? She's usually out here. I wonder where she is. Oh, there's Matilda. Matilda! Oh, my turkey entourage. Matilda! Hello, beautiful. I'm looking for my Matilda. We got rain yesterday, so things that were starting to dry out are now mushy, and slippery. There's Miss Matilda. Good morning, Miss Matilda. I see you looking at the tree. You're gonna fly over the fence, aren't you? Miss Matilda. Miss Matilda. What are you doing, sister? God, look at her color. Isn't she pretty? Hi, sister. Hi, sister. She's like, oh, get these boys away from me. She's like, you brought the boys. Kind of hard not to. They follow me around. Oh, I even got the geese. Hi, Buff Buff. Hi, Buff Buff. He's coming up to me more and more. Curious. I think he probably wants to know why the turkeys follow me around. He's vibrating his neck. I don't know if you can see that on camera. That's a sign of back off. The buff geese are definitely much more friendly. They don't come up to be petted. That's my fault. I didn't handle them as babies. I could have made them super tame, but I did that with the turkeys. And I can barely move out here without them being underfoot. So I did not do that with my geese because I want them to be protective, whether it be an animal or aerial predator or even human predators. I want them to be protective and want them to let me know when there's something that's not right out here. Guineas do. They let me know if somebody farts out here, don't ya? You do. The chickens are using my brush perch. Protect them from the evil hawks that live up there. Pile. They come out here and sun themselves in the morning. Everybody's gotten breakfast. All I have left to do is waters. But I always like to do my videos before I do waters because after doing waters, I'm usually wet and soggy. And this morning it's a little chilly, so I'm usually a little cold. Hey, little sicky mama. Well, so far... Hi, Goosa Goosa. Hi, Goosa Goosa. So far, so good. We haven't run into any issues with the hawks coming after my birds. Woo! I'll slip and fall on my face out here in the mud. I mean, it's squishy. So I'm going to make it even more squishy when I dump the water buckets. Hello there, Chicka Chicka. I know you are so handsome. Isn't that pretty? Get it in the angle where the sun isn't blinding. I've got 2 silver-laced hens and Elvis. I bet if I go on the other side, I can get a better view of them. With my back to the sun. Hey, boys. Hi, David. All of this is so mucky. Here we go. There they are. Hey, girls. Hey, girls. Aren't they so pretty? What are you doing with Elvis? You should be with Xavier. I love her color. She's got more of the white with a light penciling around the edges of her feathers, where she's got more black around her feathers. And they're both beautiful. Hi, Elvis. Elvis is like, you're disturbing my romance time, Mom. It's a kitty. He's a Barred Rock cross with George, my Easter egger. Ugh. I want to get rid of these tarps. They're just poop collectors. As you can see, I come out here with a tool and scrape them out, and within 2 days it looks like that. It's gross. I mean, it's great if I was collecting chicken poop for composting, but it's always a wet, nasty mess after it rains, so it's gross. Once it dries, it just flips off. Huh? How are you, beautiful boy? Some of my roosters don't have names. I know, but that's Xavier. He has a name. He's my silver-laced Wyandotte rooster that's supposed to be with those girls up there. Oh my, what's going on? Look at you, long-legged beauty. She's a barnyard mix, but she's so pretty. But she's got such long legs. She's so pretty, though. Unfortunately, the lighting's not good enough to see the gold-laced feathers on her neck, or the spat patches of gold-laced feathers on her wings. She's a pretty girl. See, pretty girl. She is. Pigs are in there eating breakfast. I need to go in and see if there's eggs before they find them. That right there is another pretty hen. This lighting is horrible. Alright, I'm gonna pause this. Alright. Got in through the gate. Come in here to check for eggs. This girl here is gonna get mad at me. It's always the same. Come on. Oh, no, there's nothing. If I don't get them before the pigs do. Got a hen there laying. There's a hen in the back corner laying. And there's a goatie. Hi, sister. Hi, Miss Ivy. I know. But you guys keep laying in the pig pen and the pigs eat your eggs. I'm probably losing. I'd say maybe a dozen to 2 dozen a week from the pigs because the chickens lay in here. Watch your butt. they've been kind of going more into the goat pen, so I've been getting the eggs out of there, but they lay in here. These boys will find the eggs and they'll eat them quick. They're like crunchy M&Ms to them. Ugh, this is a mosh pit. You need to come in here and shovel their pen out again and put more shavings down. That's what this is. Shavings, or was. Now it's shavings, mud, poop, pee, whatever the hell else. Alright. Same with this. This is just a mosh pit. But I need to come and shovel this out and wheelbarrow it along the back fence so that I can build the dirt up and then work forward for composting. I need to do a lasagna where I do a layer of, I think I'm going to do a layer of hay so it's against the ground, and then a layer of this muck, and then a layer of hay. And then that way when the chickens scratch, they can mix it all together and make me really nice dirt. But eventually, these heathen children are not going to have access to back here. I'm saving my pennies, and before February is over, I will have the cattle panel I need to block this area off in order for me to be able to keep the chickens and the ducks out of this back here. You can see at the bottoms of the fences, the ducks are just destructive. They're doing it to this fence between my side yard where the dogs are, where my dogs go out to go potty. The ducks are doing that when they mine. So I need to add dirt along. Whoops, let me on Zoom. Maybe. I need to add dirt and build up the fence all the way across, because when they mine, they chew on the wood. I didn't realize how destructive ducks were. But they are very, very destructive. So, and they're doing it all along that back piece. You can see where the light is. So I want to block this off from the ducks. I want to block this fence here from the ducks. And I want to run to the end of the house and have a gate and make this just a walkway right here. Make it a walkway from here to the flower garden. But I'm going to have to do it in sections because of the cost. So my first step is to get the garden blocked off with the fence so that I can start prepping my garden beds. I've got something like 10 flats of things that are going back here. I'm going to do a Three Sisters garden in the back section with corn, sunflowers, squash, and some of my vining beans. I'm also going to do, ooh, he is stalking me. Gosh, he is such a butthead. I'm trying to stay out of the sun, Roo, so I can video without a huge glare. Be nice. He doesn't like me being back here, but he's going to be real sad when he can't come back here either. So that is my goal, is I want to get this fenced off before the end of February. So that way in March I can start planting seeds and planting plant starts that I have. I need to get dirt back around my trees. They totally took out my, let's see if I can go over here without him being a total butthead. They completely took out my butterfly bush. I mean, took it completely out. That was a butterfly bush. My rose is still there. So I need to get dirt around these, because you can see where they've dug up the roots. These are still alive. I saw leaf buds on them. So I'm hoping if I prune these, cover them with dirt, that I will not have completely lost these. These are Vitex. I did pull seeds off of them yesterday. Yeah, the tops. And I've been told that by keeping the seeds on until spring, that you get better germination. But those are the seeds. So I am going to be planting the seeds that I picked inside and starting Vitex trees. If I can get them to grow, and they say they're real easy to grow, then I will, I don't know if you can see, it's quite bright. Who is that? Oh, that's Duck and Glimmer. Yeah, the sun is like in my face. Let me turn around over here. That was crepe myrtle, and I saw leaf buds on it. So I know this isn't dead either, but I need to cover the roots with dirt and get these birds off of them so they can bloom and grow leaves. That's sage. The roots are intact, so that should come up. It's a blue sage. It dies to the ground every year. I just clip the branches back. I leave the branches on during the winter so I know where it's at. And that is a firefly bush that comes back from the ground. It's like one of the last things that come up, so I always think it's dead, but I do leave the branches until I start to see growth at the bottom, and then I clip the branches off. So it's more of a tact for me to remember what is where. The ducks did one good thing. They really cleaned up this tree stump that was here. They've pretty much eaten it down to nothing. There's a few sticks still left on it. They filled the hole in with dirt from scratching. I can't complain about that, because there was a huge tree stump there 2.5 years ago when I first put this original little round garden around it. And now that it's gone, I can actually take this round liner off. I only had it there because I had just a little tiny round garden around the tree stump. Since it was such a pain to mow, it made it kind of a little prairie garden. But I want to make all of this from the corner of this goat pen to over there where my wood fence is, all the way around. And all of this back here is going to be nothing but a massive garden. I keep talking about it and I keep working on it. Last year's drought kind of put a stumper on me, and having to let the chickens and the ducks in here in order for them to have access to grass. So, but I'm going to prevail again on it and work on it. I'm just going to have dirt paths that are going to go around. They won't stay dirt long once the chickens are off of it, though. I'll probably get some load of wood shavings to put down to make like a wood shaving path or something, as a walk path around it. So I don't know. I have visions in my head, tons and tons of visions in my head on how I want to do this, but the chickens have pretty much cleared the ground for me. So block that off, be able to grow my flowers and some vegetables back here. Anything extra that I can't fit in my vegetable garden, I'm gonna bring back over here. So that way it's got flowers and vegetables, and you know, it'll draw bugs. And then I'll probably let the chickens in during the winter so they can come through and scratch and clean out the bugs and anything that needs to be cleaned out. But I haven't decided for sure. I may only have a select few chickens that I let back here. 'Cause chickens, like I said, are very destructive. They're the ones that have dug these divots in the ground. They dig so they can sand bathe and dust themselves, and they just make a big old mess. I do also plan on doing some gardens out here for these guys. I'm gonna fence off. I've got dog X pins, which they're 4x4 and they're 4 feet tall. So I'm gonna come out here once it gets a little bit warmer. We have like a freeze on Friday night, but I'm gonna square off sections with the X pins. I've got a couple of them, and I'm going to put down a bag of potting soil on the top of this. And then I'm going to plant sunflowers, corn, okra, things that the birds can eat that aren't poisonous, that grow tall and thick. I'm going to put chicken wire over the top of it so they can't get into it. And then that way they'll have these tall patches where they can go inside of them and get bugs. And then I'm going to do some grass mixed with it so they'll have grass. And then once I get my flower garden fenced off, I'm going to start working on buying pieces of fence. I've got this pin already blocked off because of the goats. But off of that from, I don't know if you can see because of the light. I've thought on how I wanted to do this. Where this wood post is. So that way I still have my gate to get in here to their pen. But from this wood post, which is equivalent of 1, 2, 3 cattle panel long. And cattle panels are 16 feet. I do have some overlap. But from this wood post here, straight down, straight ahead of me to that is going to have a fence. And then I'm going to just do, break this up into 3 sections. That way I have 4 sections. The birds will never have 100% access to this. I want to grow this up. I'm going to block off this. I'm going to have this for the goats just temporarily till I can get the grass growing. Let's see, 1 cattle panel across, yeah, right here. I'm going to half this, and then I'm going to get grass growing over here. And then that way they have grass and stuff like that. Once I get the grass going and they have something, but this was pretty much all dirt when I moved the goats over here because of the chickens and the drought. And this year I'm going to work on getting regenerative with my dirt and my pins, so I can rotate. But I'm going to go straight across and divide this up into 3 or 4 sections. I haven't decided. I think I want to do 4 sections so that way they can have 1 section once a week, and then the next week I can open up the next gate and close that gate, and then that way they can go from pin to pin to pin, and have grass. And I think if I can get them on grass, then I can work on getting grass to grow here. And then I'll also do like the fenced gardens where I'll have like chicken gardens. They sell seed at Tractor Supply that is poultry and goat type grasses and foods that they like. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm leaving the brush piles and the tree branches. This tree I'm going to end up cutting some of the higher branches off, but still leave the mass of it because they enjoy having the perch and getting in the sun, and it gives them a safe place to go if there's the hawk. They need to have safe spaces. I want to do cattle panel trellises in each section, and grow vines that will give them a place to go under to help protect them from hawks. I mean, it's not going to be fail-safe. They're always going to have that risk of being attacked by a predator, but I want to give them shady spaces and safe spaces that they can go because they like to hang out. You can see over there underneath that cattle panel trellis, you see all of the chickens are grouped there. Well, I put a food pan there so that they can eat, but in the spring and summer I have a big bougainvillea, and of course that comes back from the ground up, and it takes time, but it's super fast growing, has beautiful flowers in the fall. It gives them a safe place to go that's shaded. Oops, sorry about that. Gives them a safe space where it's shaded, so they go and hang out there to keep cool in the summer. And I want to provide that in some of these spaces out here. So I'll do like 2 or 3 cattle panel trellises side by side and make tunnels so that they can go under. at least in the summertime, they'll have shade. In the winter, they won't have the shade, which is fine. They need more sun because the days are shorter. And then I'll have to do gates. I'll have to do gates for each section. So the gates are expensive. They're $150 to $160 a piece. So I may do one cattle panel in the section. How many cattle panels is that? Let's see. It's 1, 2, make up the boys. So they're 2 wide by 3 deep with the gate adding to that. So 1, 2. So one section would be right here. And then that would be 1, 2 would be right here. Right here would be section 2. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I guess it would be only 3 sections that I'd be able to do it in, not 4. I would need this to be 1 cattle panel longer to do 4 in order to keep it the same width all the way down. I mean, I could do 1, 2. 1, 2 is 1, 2. Oh no, I could do 4. This would be 4 right here. I think I did that right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, 2 would be right here. Oof. Oh God, this is so gross. It's like walking on slime. So this would only be 1 cattle panel wide here. But I could do the fence here and do the 1 cattle panel and then keep this closed off a little bit longer and do a chicken, goat, pig, garden in here and plant things like pumpkins, sunflowers, corn, millet, and then keep it closed off during the summer while it's growing, and then open it up in the fall to give the birds access to produce. It's an idea. Probably not going to do that, but I want to, be able to block this stuff off. I do have a lot of shade back here, so I never have to worry about the birds having shade, which makes growing stuff like grass a little bit more difficult. But I mean, you can see, despite everything, things are trying to come up. But I need to get the birds off of it. So if I can buy some cattle panels, tap in some T-posts, and then I'd be able to, oops, sorry guys, just T-post them, and then if I needed to move the T-post, I could. But I think if I can get this divided out and get some grass growing, and get it where it's tall enough that by rotating the birds, even if I've only got 3 pins, rotating the birds, it would give them plenty of things to eat. And then if I do the food patches in the areas that aren't fenced off, like I can do, there's some sunny areas during the day over here, do patches of stuff like red clover is a big one, and get things also planted that will break the dirt up, like radishes, and get some grasses growing in those areas along with the vegetable type stuff, that it would give birds different areas where they can go and at least get greens so they have more to forage. Plus it'll oh my goodness, seriously, Guinea, what are you doing? That's not nice. I've never seen the guineas attack the female turkeys. She's so big compared to them. I can't believe she allowed that. That was Wanda. Poor Wanda. What? You eating? Okay. Stop. Stop. I don't think he was expecting that. You're being a booger this morning. I'm gonna get you, Guinea. I'm gonna get you. Stop being a booger. I don't know why you're picking on my hens, but you better quit. He's full of himself this morning. What are you whistling about over there? This guinea doesn't stop. We're gonna have issues. I'm gonna pick you up. We know how much you hate that. I'll end up with mud all over me if I pick him up. Why are you being a brat? They don't like being touched. But I will touch him. I won't tolerate them picking on my girl. You alright, sis? You alright? You alright, sister? I won't tolerate them picking on you. That's Wanda. Usually the guineas are protecting the chickens, or protect the turkeys. They're full of themselves. Huh? They normally don't act this way. This is strange behavior for them. I wonder what's going on. I wonder if one of their hens has a nest around here. I've got 2 hens. I know they're big about cleaning feathers. They're always cleaning their feathers, but I've never seen them. Hi, Mama. Never seen them pick on one of my hens. There must be something over here because they've been really goofy this morning. It's not normal for them. Keep looking up in the tree. I'm wondering if maybe one of their hens are in the trees. I don't know if guineas will make a nest in the trees. I know the Royal Palms will. If there's no other place for them to have a nest, they'll put their nest in a tree. Alright, let me walk this way to get them away from that area. Must be something there that's agitating them. And of course the turkeys will follow me. It's, you know, they're my entourage. So, well, anyway, those are thoughts and plans. I keep repeating them so that way when I watch these videos, I have a reminder of what I see in my visions of progressing on this farm. A lot of the stuff that I do on these videos, I know might sound repetitive, but they are things to help me remember what some of my ideas are in between times of having the financial ability to pay for or cover the cost for some of these items. I write them down too, but okay. All right, well, I am gonna hop. Oh my goodness, you're being such a turd. He's being so not. Maybe he's in love with the turkey. Oh no, he was being aggressive. Huh. I don't know what this is about. All right, I'm hopping off of here so I can pick this guinea up and carry him around and get him out of his snit. And I gotta dump and fill water buckets. So, y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and continue to watch my journey of trying to improve my perfectly imperfect homestead. have gone through 1 year with all of the animals. Starting this spring is when I started getting my critters last year. So it's almost a full year of adding critters, and now I'm taking what I've learned from the past year and trying to make improvements to make it a better setup for my critters. Lots of ideas and plans, and as I can execute them, I'll take you on that journey. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much. Bye.